Tomorrow, the country will take a moment to honor those who have gave their lives in service to the nation. The town of Clarksville held their own memorial service today. The theme for the service was 250 years of sacrifice. It featured historical presentations and music from different eras of American history. The goal was to recognize the generations of courage, dedication, and patriotism that have shaped the country since it was founded.
Good afternoon.
On this Memorial Day weekend, as we celebrate 250 years of American independence, we remember and honor those who gave their lives for it. From the American Revolution to the present day, let us guard their legacy and remember them always.
And the town also held a commemorative Liberty tree planting to honor 250 years of sacrifice and service.